Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have Brad Dupee, the Director of Channel Management for Granite Communications, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Brad joined Granite a little over 4 years ago to head the channel development efforts. Brad is an indirect sales channel development guru who's done an incredible job of building Granite revenue in the indirect sales channel. Brad, it's a pleasure to have you on the Top Gun Show.
Steve, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. That word guru is way overused. Don't know where that one came from.
Somebody's got to be the guru. Well,
Yeah.
I got it. You've had an incredible career. So what brought you to join the very well-established executive leadership team at Granite Telecommunications?
Well, I got to say, after in my career, I've had a series of entrepreneurial efforts playing around with other people's money and, trying to build businesses and macroeconomic change that came about and made those changes, made some of those efforts tough. I think it was timing and a tremendous respect for the founder of the business and my boss, Charlie Pagliazzo. In fact, little known fact, Rob Hale was my first boss ever. I interviewed with him on a Friday, moved down from Maine after college, and was in my chair Monday morning in Boston, making my first cold call, wearing my first tie, and I bought my first suit. There we were. Corded phones, though, Steve, at the time. Corded phones.
You mean they're not in anymore?
No, but honestly, it was great to get a phone call, and it's always nice to be wanted. And so Charlie, figured out how to bring me in. And quite honestly, it was the endless demand of telecom that kind of brought me to Granite and their position in that space. It's never ending.
Yeah.
That's a great opportunity for the sunset of my career. So
You guys have an incredible team. Charlie's a good man. And in past episodes, we heard from your CEO, Rob Hale, who talked about the reason Granite was formed. Then we heard from Kevin Nichols, the Senior VP of Sales, who went deep into the unique value proposition and sales strategy. And last week, I met with Mark Palmer, the VP of Managed Services, who explained how and why Granite is doing such an amazing job adding and retaining customers.
yeah.
Now let's talk about the distribution model. How long has Granite been selling through the indirect sales channel to augment their direct sales efforts?
Well, you know what? Granite's since day one. Granite's been in business for 19 years, I believe now, right? And so good solid 18 plus years, Granite has had a channel effort. But like any small business, there's a dependency that you just can't, put out into the channel right away, right? You've got numbers to make and families to feed, and so direct sales took priority in those very early years. But it's been around as long as the company has.
That's good. That's good. So, does your indirect sales partners, do they experience any channel conflict with the direct sales teams?
Oh yeah, over the years, yes, that was something that the company had to deal with. Now Granite's got something like 600 people in the sales organization, so you're bound to, when you have a boundary like North America, right? You're bound to run into each other. And so yeah, years back, that did exist. Those days are gone. In the 4 years that I've been here, cooperative selling has been the standard. In fact, in 2020, our 4 largest deals came from the channel, right? So we had a tremendous year in COVID, on the back of unfortunate challenge with the pandemic. But we're grateful for partners, and I see a great future for the channel.
Well, I care about that being with AppSmart. So
yeah.
And of course, it's, I think you guys, the indirect sales channel is very important to you guys. Where do you see it playing a role, in the next 3 to 5 years? How important will it be?
I've set some certain objectives running development here, right? I'm kind of the hand to the king to Charlie, who is the channel chief, right? So I do all the strategy. I work with him I now run our national team, which is the big 7 master agents. That team reports into me. We have a separate regional team to support those partners. I view it this way. Any big company, and Granite's gotten big, you've seen and heard the numbers, who ultimately gets bigger, and then the companies that we admire, like Cisco and Microsoft and what have you, sell through the channel, right? And so Granite, when I joined 4 years ago, I see an opportunity for Granite to make channel primary and do it by proving that it should be primary. We're very close to producing more revenue on an annual basis than our direct sales team is. And that's a major feat with such a sizable sales organization. And so it's only up from there. I mean, at that particular time, our next $5 billion in revenue is going to come from the channel partners we support today and the ones that we'll bring on in the future.
Well, I think AppSmart alone will help you hit that number. I'm just saying.
Listen, it's a wonderful relationship. You guys are doing great things.
Thank you. Well, Brad, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and that I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now.
Yeah, it's making me sweat, Steve. I've never been in front of such a big audience.
Why don't you tell the viewers a fun or interesting little known fact about yourself?
Well, back in middle school, as an activity for physical education, if you guys remember those kind of classes, I used to juggle on a unicycle and do it in front of crowds. We used to travel around the state of Maine, going to old folks' homes and what have you. And if I had a unicycle, or if I could still juggle, I'd probably do it for you right now, but not enough space.
Well, I'm going to start a new series called Telecom's Got Talent, and I'm going to come to you first, and we're going to do that.
I could have gone all the way, Steve. I could have gone all the way.
You could.
If America's Got Talent was around, I'd have had it, right?
That's right. Well, hey, Brad, thanks for taking your time to appear on the Top Gun show today. I want to thank the entire leadership team once again for sponsoring the Top Gun show. It's been so refreshing to get to know you guys and to interview, these 4 incredible leaders. Well, 5, including Charlie, because he's been on the show. So I want to wish you and your team continued success. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, everybody.